Hi there, Aquarius. Welcome to my channel. This is Cusp of Beauty Tarot, and I am doing straight up signs, not just cusp signs. I'm doing both actually for January 2021. So if you haven't been here in a while, or you're wondering if I do straight signs, I do them. And I'm going to be doing more periodically, sometimes by the elements. Sometimes I'll do pick a decks. And I will still definitely do cusp signs for that audience because there's just very few sites that really caters to the cusp signs. So I'm using my new deck, which I'm very excited about. It's really beautiful. It's the Heaven and Earth Tarot, if you haven't seen it yet. It's a treat, so I'm looking forward to using that with you. And we will clarify with a few oracles, wisdom with the oracle, and seeking within. So let's do this as a relationship reading. We'll do a 9-card spread based on what relationship you're thinking about and the person that you're thinking about, and we will see what comes up. If the timing isn't fitted right now to your situation, it may not be your reading, or definitely check back mid to end of January and see if it's aligning for you, because it's hard to always see it right now. Okay, so let's go. This is Aquarius, January 2021. The past energy for the situation is the Three of Cups. In this deck, it's termed abundance. The current energy is the Moon. And in this deck, it is straight up the major arcanas of their name. What's on the person's mind is despair and cruelty, the Nine of Swords, when they think about this relationship. How they see you is the beautiful Princess of Cups. But by energy, they see you as somebody that may be very giving, youthful, maybe innocent, flirty, somebody that definitely would communicate from the heart. We'll look more at that as it relates to the rest of the cards. But in their own heart, they have the energy of the Ace of Pentacles, which is actually a really beautiful energy. So they actually might want to start anew, bring in an offer to you, just kind of turn the page, create something concrete. So that's actually a very beautiful energy. The way they see the two of you moving forward, if you are together or if you're reconciling and wondering if you're reconciling, this is reflection from strife. So the Four of Swords we know is a reflection card. And the way they see you moving together is not too fast, actually, not too impulsively, slowly, thoughtfully, and with some learning and maybe some reflection on what's already transpired between the two of you. So that's kind of their sentiment, is that probably you would not rush into something at this time. What you don't see is a card that doesn't see. What you don't see is that one or both of you is turning a blind eye to the situation with the Two of Swords. It's actually called peace in this deck. And I think by that it means that, there's an energy of willingness to, kind of forgive the past, or maybe not see the challenges or the things that could be obstacles for this situation. It could be a level of tolerance that you may not even know that this person has, that they're actually, making a decision not to decide, or making a decision not to make a break, or they're just, by not deciding, they actually are deciding. And what they're deciding is they're willing to kind of turn a new cheek to the situation. So you may not know that, or you may be wondering, but they have that element of, I guess, amiability and wanting to get along. What the tarot would say to you as far as an advice energy would be, in this deck, the Princess of Pentacles, but that is for any other deck, the Page of Pentacles. So just like this Princess of Cups is like the Page of Cups, this is like the Page of Pentacles. So what you may need to know for advice is the idea of staying focused on learning. Maybe you should be considering, what would you bring to the table if this person has in their heart this notion of a pentacle and a new start and a new beautiful opportunity, and your advice is bringing a pentacle, that seems really aligned to me, that you might want to consider what would that be. Consider it carefully with the Four of Swords. What would that look like? And also I think it's also an advice card that know your worth. So if you're questioning your worth, or if you've been in a relationship where you aren't as valued as you would like to be, this is an advice card to me saying, no, really, you should know your worth. A potential outcome is actually the Hierophant. So that's a relationship card, a partnership card, kind of a conventional, but also a learning card. So an outcome could be that you are learning a particular lesson, and that there is a core partnership in this mix in terms of this reading. So bottom of the deck for this reading, though, is the Ten of Cups. So that's very much a family, relationship, ultimate happiness, kind of coming to the pinnacle of what you've been working toward. Two of Wands, it's definitely a crossroads. So it looks very much like in the past, it was either taken lighter or maybe even had the note of friendship. Maybe one or both of you had the energy of wanting to reconcile. I don't see this as a third person. It's really just the energy of celebration, lightness, positivity. But currently, I think that both of you have a feeling of not knowing, of mystery, of fear. There's a fear associated with this. So amidst all of these positive cards, there's definitely a fear, and you can see by what's on this person's mind, this angst and worry, wondering. Probably behind the scenes of a game face or a mask that someone's wearing is a lot more anxiousness or worry than you may even think. It's a bit of mysteriousness. The current situation has pieces missing from the puzzle. Like I believe there's a core piece you don't know or see about what's going on with this person or this situation. And they may feel the same way. So that the two of you are wondering what's going on. And that's what I'm getting from the moon. The moon can also be a major attraction. So despite all this mystery, despite, whatever went down in the past, it's actually turning out to be a fairly positive reading to me. And there's a need to slow down, not do anything too impulsive. And that's what your person's also thinking about, reflecting and making it work. There's that energy behind the scenes of one or both of you turning a blind eye to any, past wrongdoings, just for the sake of peace. And the advice, again, would be to watch what you bring to the table, because you bring a lot to the table. There may be something to learn here, but just also the message of, really understand your worth and don't subjugate that for any relationship, not this relationship. The person that you're dealing with could be somebody that is a partner to you already. So whether you're actually married doesn't matter, but this person probably is a long-term relationship. And the outcome card would say you are probably in this situation to learn something from each other. It's a big learning card for me and holds a lot of possibility. And then when you really look at the under the deck energy with the Ten of Cups and the Two of Wands, it would say that to reach the pinnacle of what you envision as happiness, happy relationship or happy family, or just these really positive prospects, you're going to have to make some kind of a decision to leave one choice behind, as this man does with always leaving that one wand behind, but choosing the one in front of him. He's got the world in his hands, so basically all this potential, but he's come to a crossroad. So you've come to a crossroad when it comes to realizing what they call perfect success. And this card, this Ten of Cups, it's going to really mean that you can't just stay on the fence anymore. In order to achieve that, you're going to end up having to hold a firmer line and make a choice. In the meantime, what you don't see on your way to doing that is you may not have to envision it to only be the one way you see relationships, or the one way, or change somebody, or change something, or judge something harshly. One or both of you is taking a much more forgiving and less conflicting sort of approach. that you're willing to kind of deal with and, put up with certain things for the sake of the bigger goal. So that's good. That's all good. So let's just kind of round out your reading, Aquarius, with pulling from the Oracle Seeking Within. While I'm shuffling, I just want to thank you again for being here. If this resonates with you, please like and share and subscribe if you're not a subscriber, all that good stuff. I would certainly appreciate it. And let's see what's coming up for you around this relationship. Aquarius, January 2021. And if it's not fitting this time frame, the time that you're watching it is perfect. Okay, there's a mother energy. So unconditional love, nurturer, creator, protector, the own universal mother. It may be time to become your own best mother to yourself. Begin to give yourself all that you did not receive when you were younger. Only you know what you truly want and need. Start with kindness, love, forgiveness, patience, encouragement, baby steps. So little by little, this is definitely a self-care and nurturing card. So if you've found yourself in relationships that deep down are for the sake of healing, soul wounds or, kind of birth wounds, maybe because in a relationship growing up, one or both parents didn't provide the sort of nurturing or role modeling, that you needed to be complete. So maybe you seek that in a partner, and maybe it hasn't always worked out that well. It's just kind of overall, without lecturing on that note, I don't want to be too much over counseling on that. I think what it's really just saying is that for whatever reason, for those that resonate with this, it is time to take the time, Four of Swords, pause and reflect. Don't do anything too impulsively, and look at your intentions and just look where you're coming from. And if you're coming from a place of unconditional, engagement, that's good. If you're coming from a place of just wanting something in return, that might be a bit of a codependent energy. And when that happens, what we know to be true is you need to step back and take a look at your relationship with yourself and how full or whole you're feeling. So that would be a good reminder for that. Self-nurturing. And when it comes to wisdom of the Oracle, what message do we have? I mean, this is really a beautiful reading. I mean, no doubt. Your person sees you as the Page of Cups, light, beautiful, maybe even a little flirty. They might see you as younger than they. But in the heart of the matter, in their heart, they're feeling Ace of Pentacles. So they want to go slow. They want to, clarify things and not be in mystery or angst around it. They want to reflect on where you've been to move forward in a mindful and good conscious way. You and they are willing to overlook some transgressions or things that have maybe not gone so well in the past. And this is definitely the message here. Tick-tock. So this is a do not force it energy. This whole situation is on a bit of universal timing. Things happening in their own timing, and a bit of, the universe has your back in this, Aquarius. This is not anything for you to force. So, watch the timing, maybe watch the signs, but also just watch the timing. This is not something you're going to manhandle or woman-handle or whatever the case may be. So just be conscious. Take good care of yourself during this time. The right timing will, afford itself to you, will appear, and you'll know what to do when you see it. It's really actually a very beautiful reading. And I mean, just like the big message that's coming up for me too is to know your worth. Not see your worth in somebody else, not see your worth in a relationship. But Page or Princess of Pentacles here is definitely know your own worth and what you bring to the table. And then do it confidently when you do. And again, it may need to be that you're starting by bringing some things to yourself first. So with that, I will leave you there. I want to wish you a very, very happy and healthy and abundant 2021, starting off with a great January. And I hope to see you soon.